I was working for a dry freight company, and nothing against the company, they were great. I just was bored. I was ready to try something new. I was ready to move on to something else. And I was interested in getting my hazmat endorsements and getting into tanking. And of course, I wanted to go someplace where I knew safety mattered, because this is dangerous stuff. You know, you want to be trained by people who are going to train you right. And so I went to the company that had the greatest safety record, because I mean, who else to train you but the guys with the best safety record? This is dangerous stuff. And so I waited until everything, fell into a row to work for Groendyke, because this is where I wanted to be. And I made the right choice, because I'm really happy here. So my son Drew, he's awesome. But he was working as a butcher's assistant at a grocery store, and he liked it, but he didn't love it. And he wanted to try something else. And he got to a point where he saw that he had done some ride-alongs with me. My previous company did allow me to have people ride with me, because it was not hazmat. There wasn't so much security clearance, So he was familiar with how trucking worked. And so he thought, maybe I should just do that. He enjoyed it. So we looked at a couple of trucking schools. He opted to go to the same school I did, CR England, where it's free, but you have to work for them for a year. Andrew ended up filling out an application, and not only does he work for Groendyke now, in fact, the guy who trained him was trained by me. I think that was really cool. Not in everything, but in a couple of things. The guy who trained him actually got trained by me on a few things. And so it was really neat passing the torch to Tony, and then Tony passed it to Drew. And of course, I was on the phone with Tony. How's he doing? Everything good? He's like, oh man, he's great. I love him. We don't really have a lot of intermingling clientele. We're different regions of the country. But there have been a few times where the planning department and my driver managers have gotten together and found ways for Drew and I to be on campaigns at the same time. And so Drew and I got to spend this week caravanning and shutting down at the truck stops together and eating lunch at the same restaurants. And it meant the world to me to be able to watch my son do this job. And what was really great was the place we were going to, he had been there before, but I hadn't. So he got to show me the ropes. One of the highlights of my life. One of the best moments of my life was being trained by my own son.